printed everything except for my agenda. Oh, maybe that.
I can print you one if you need.
Please enter your participant or moderator code, followed by the pound key. Please say your name, followed by the pound key. You are the first participant in the conference.
Must be gonna take a lot of notes.
Mm-hmm. As soon as they learn how to write. That's a problem nowadays if you don't know how to write.
Do everything in cursive.
Yeah, and then they can't read anything I do.
Then they can't AI it if it's in cursive.
Oh,
Supposedly.
is that right?
Can't change it. I still write in cursive. Do you?
Oh, yeah. I'm a terrible printer. Slow.
Ready, Terry?
Yeah.
You're good to go?
Hello. I don't know what that's about.
What?
The printer.
Oh.
All right, well,
Yellow on
we'll
it.
stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Consider for approval of minutes and agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes and agenda.
I'll second it.
Motion by Jensvold, seconded by Derby to approve the minutes and the agenda. All in favor, aye.
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 Auditor's office will discuss drainage matters.
I don't have anything other than what's on the agenda.
Okay. Anybody else have anything additional?
No.
All right. Well, I think it's close enough to 9:05. Public hearing for DD 25 to become a supervisor trustee district.
I sent letters out to everybody. Oh, do we need to open it? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Motion to open the public hearing.
I'll make a motion to open the public hearing for DD 25 to become a trustee, supervisor trustee district.
I'll second it.
Motion by Derby and seconded by Jensvold to open the public hearing. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right.
Oh, sorry. I did send letters to everybody, got some back. I think the idea is if you didn't want to send one back saying no, that you are in favor of it. So I believe everybody would be in favor of it, and we just have to approve this. And then consider the approval, and then on January 18th, I think it is when the elections are held, it just becomes a board of supervisors.
They won't have any paperwork at that time.
What I'll do is I'll try to get a hold of,
Gary.
I don't know who would have any of the paperwork. If they've held minutes over the years, if they've done anything over the years, I don't know if anybody has any of that. But I will talk to whomever I can, and
But from now until the 18th, they're still the trustees.
they would be considered.
Okay.
Yep.
And if anybody does have any opposition, they still have that opportunity or
They
not?
could, but not from today, I wouldn't think.
No, this is
because
it
They had
today.
until today.
Okay, that's just so everyone knows.
Yeah. And I think at this point, if they had an opposition, it's not enough people to oppose it.
Okay. Is there any discussion? Any other comments? Any from the
You ready
floor?
to take it on, Bill?
I know. It's a hell of a responsibility.
Well, we're there for you, though.
Are you there for you? You're behind me? Just way behind me?
So this is it's a big project. I mean, they have lots of things going on, right? In
They
there.
have nothing going on right now.
No.
No, this district. they wanted to become part of, Buffalo Creek and have that all.
Right, but I mean, so it's potentially a really big, it
But
could,
you would have to be involved with all the other districts that are in it anyway.
Yeah, they would be a small part of that.
They would be a small portion of
Okay.
the entire project that would happen.
Yeah.
And without Gary then being a trustee anymore, he may not pursue it anymore anyway,
right,
so.
I think if we did the Buffalo Creek, I think that DD3 is gonna be the biggest part of it.
Right. Cause I think, doesn't Buffalo Creek dump into 3?
Or
Or
the other
do
way
they-
I
around.
think it's the other way around,
It
isn't
comes
it?
down to Grant Township and dumps into Buffalo Creek, the natural water.
And then that goes into Cassuth?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
gotcha.
Because Buffalo Creek has always been a natural waterway, whereas the other was dug.
The raging Buffalo Creek.
I'm sorry.
Let's get it right.
Well, that,
Rage.
I think
I
climate
bet
change
you
probably changed
If
that.
we take it over, you can name it whatever you want, right?
Well, Buffalo Creek is fine.
But you like the raging.
But I just
part.
want the whitewater rafting rights.
There you go.
Yeah, and I
That's funny.
had told Gary that it's very much in a need of reclassification, but we won't do any of that until there might be a project at some point.
Mhm.
It's not worth it to the landowners to do that at some point.
Yeah, unless there's something that can be distributed more fairly.
Correct.
Yep.
So that's what I have on that.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing for DD 25 to become a supervisor trustee district.
I'll second it.
motion by Jensvold, seconded by Derby to close the public hearing. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Number 4, consider for approval DD 25 becoming a supervisor trustee district.
I'll make a motion to approve DD 25 becoming a supervisor trustee district.
I'll second it.
Motion by Jensvold, seconded by Derby for DD 25 to become a supervisor trustee district. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Discussion with possible action, DD 5.
This is the petition signed by Mark Eggestall. The main tile is having some issues on DD5. So Chad Northscott looked at it, and then he got an estimate from Matt Farms. And I think, Susan, did you go out there and look?
I did, yep.
Okay. Somebody was recommending to do the cement pipe, and that would be $99,000. Just the dual wall would be $56,000.
So where is this at?
It's at the north end of the main ditch, and then it goes north, the tile.
Okay.
What is that?
And Matt said it is a huge
Number
problem.
36?
It is, yeah, I met with all of those guys up there and it's not good.
This is 35.
It's 36
It's this
way
right
up there. Yeah.
It's this
It's there, yeah.
that goes around.
Okay,
That's the main tile.
right.
Yep.
So is this the one that was kind of kitty corner across the intersection there?
I don't remember the exact.
Can you,
Like,
But they're talking about 1,000 feet of 24-inch.
And they want to do cement. Why?
I don't know. I don't know who mentioned it out there. It
I
was
don't-
mentioned, and not for double the price, I wouldn't
So it's
recommend.
just repair or improvement?
Repair.
maybe it's because it's, no, I don't remember either, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Cement is, you're more
I mean, it's
durable.
nice,
Yeah, I
but-
mean, it's,
And
but
double
it's,
the cost,
yeah.
I don't see the justification.
How big did you say it was?
24-inch?
It doesn't say on here.
Is it because it's goes under that intersection? I'm just spitballing here.
I'm not sure how where the 1,000 feet exactly goes. Are they starting right at the end of the ditch?
We were just really looking at it when I was out there. That was right before he took all those trees down and he was taking trees through that.
Okay.
That is, but that's when we were looking at that at the
Okay.
same time.
So I'm assuming it says 22-inch here, so they must not make a 22. They have to go to 24.
I don't know that answer.
Well, I guess it's 24 right at the ditch, but then that lat 34 is right off the end of the ditch too. So it's just a short jaunt that's 24. But they may not make a 22.
Yeah, I'm not sure of that answer.
Looks
I
like
think
it
for
doesn't-
double the price, it doesn't really
I wouldn't recommend
make
it.
a lot of sense, does it?
Unless the people paying for it is what they want, but,
Mm-hmm.
it's their money, but, it would seem like to me that you would have,
You know, we already had some issues out there with some folks.
Mhm. That's the split on it then.
Between the 100 and the 56.
Let's see that once.
So that's ran off at the estimate then?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And they've had other issues with
Mhm.
other repairs that we've done, so.
Yeah,
that's a big difference.
But I don't think anybody would disagree that it needs repaired.
no, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So what's the lay of the land out there then that it would be going into?
Well, it's
Any extenuating circumstances there?
it's been in like CRP years set aside for a really long time. I think they're trying to get it out of set aside if I remember all of the conversation correctly. So it's been in that for a long time.
Is it any peat in there?
Oh, probably.
So I don't know if cement would do better in peat or.
Oh, maybe it wouldn't move around. Maybe we need to ask a few questions of the contractors and figure it out.
The cement joints, they can get eaten out around them as, I don't know, I suppose whether you could end up with a bow in it with plastic over cement, or whether the cement would,
We can call Matt.
It might be nice to get some info
You can get hold of.
on it.
You want to try and just call them now or
Yeah, I can.
during the meeting anyway?
See if you
Come
can
back
find
to it
out.
if we want.
Yeah, we can come back to number 5 if you want to make some phone calls.
Oh, we'll just call him.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Matt, this is Chris. I have you on speakerphone with the board. They had a
Okay.
couple questions on the petition.
Okay.
Wondering about, I know the cost difference, but would cement work better through the peat? I mean, what is some thoughts on why the plastic compared to the cement?
It's not cement. Both of them are plastic. One's just like like the more expensive one is like a harder tile. It's more like a sewer pipe. And that's like the double gasketed part is mostly for the trees because we took a whole bunch of them down, but I don't 100% know if that guarantees it won't grow back into it, I guess. But the double gasketed would like be more like putting sewer pipe in, which the gasket's way harder for the roots to grow back through.
Yeah, now I remember a little bit of that conversation.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
in your opinion, is it worth the cost increase?
Well, I mean, I think so because the tile's pretty deep, and if we'd have to dig it up again, it would just cost twice as much, basically, I guess, or even more than that.
Is some of this that it goes through permanent, government funded land, or is it, something that'll be coming out into farmland?
It basically almost all of it is in some ground that Lauren Jordahl owns, and it would, yeah. Let's see,
Is it WRP?
for sure, for surely. Well, no, no, I don't think so. I think it's just a big grove there. I don't think he has it in any program. But I think going to the west, there's a field, and I can't remember to the east or not if that's like CRP or what that is.
So are they wanting to take out the trees and then farm it?
No, Lauren doesn't want to farm it. It's just that's where all the plugs are, is in that section of the tile.
And the trees are already removed.
We took a bunch of the trees down, yep.
Well, then if nobody's gonna farm it, I don't
Yep.
like spending twice as much money for some person who doesn't take down their trees.
Sure, no, that's fine.
You know, if they were
So-
to take down, somebody's gonna farm it, it would be better, but
Uh-huh.
the grove's
Would it-
still gonna be there, why do the other landowners need to pay twice as much?
Would it be
Sure.
cheaper just to maintain the trees? Like
Yeah.
you should anyway.
Go out and
Right.
spray it.
Well,
But it's a tile.
Yeah, no, that'd be
so
fine
it's
with
not
me.
like you're just gonna go spray it.
But I mean, just at, after all this work, there are gonna be a few road runs
Who
coming
owns
through.
those trees, Matt?
But
Who owns the trees?
I think Lauren Jordahl does.
Maybe something that Chad Nordscott could get with him to make sure that they
Maintain.
maintain it.
Yeah, because I don't think Lauren had any idea that the tile main even went through there.
It was
You know what
right
I'm saying?
through the middle of this big grove of woods.
Yeah, because they were, lots of those trees were big trees. It wasn't like they were, they didn't grow there in the last 20 years. I mean, some of those trees are probably, really old. But yeah, I guess if a guy could keep it, if you could keep it maintained, it'd probably be fine.
Yes.
Where's the start and stop of the?
Where's the start and stop of the 1,000 feet?
Basically, I can't, like, right through Lauren's property is basically it. It gets out into a farm, like a farm ground a little bit going east. Like it kind of goes northeast, so it kind of gets into the farm a little bit, like through the corner of it.
We're pulling it up to look at it here on the screen,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
So not quite up to the road?
No, it won't go to the road. We were gonna go out into the field a little ways and go like to the west and then work our way back east. But we've dug some holes out there, and each one is like full of roots or partially full of roots or whatever. I mean, it's obviously holding back a lot of water.
and it's really deep, you said too, right?
It's like, yeah, I think like one of the places that we dug it up, so probably like the flow line is probably about 12 feet deep, probably.
Yeah, that's deep. Yep.
So the trees that you cleared out of there or got cleared out of there, do you know what kind of trees they were?
God, no, I don't, I guess, to tell you the truth.
It's an old stand of trees, and you really couldn't even see that it had been cleared at one time.
Right,
So it'd been a while.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess either way is fine with me. I just didn't want, I guess I wanted to give you a couple options, and I just didn't want to have to go back and repair it, in a few years. But hopefully, yeah, if they could keep up with it, it'd probably be, I would assume it would be fine.
And it's been a long time since we've been on 5 main tile.
I imagine.
Yeah. So we're talking 15 years maybe
Okay.
before you'd have to go back, don't you think?
I would hope so, yes.
Yeah.
I would hope if everything was kept up, it would probably, last a long, long time,
Right. I would just feel bad charging landowners for trees
Sure, yep.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
when they're not coming down to farm.
But if the trees aren't gonna be maintained, then,
Well, hopefully that's something, like I said, Chad
Yeah.
lives up by there, he can help make sure
Yeah.
it's maintained, cause he farms by there too.
Mhm.
alright,
Is this
Yeah.
anywhere near Brian Knutson?
I couldn't even tell you that.
Okay. Well, cause he
Is that-
has some land that goes into, I think, 5, and he was in yesterday, and
Oh.
Truman had gone hunting, and it was waist high.
The
So-
water.
really?
The water,
Oh,
yeah,
well, that could easily be
like at the end of
that,
this.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it was, this summer it was, well, of course, we had crazy water, but still, it was,
Right. So I'll check into that, cause we might need a repair on the other end too.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
all right, well, I think we got to.
Further to the south on that line there, where it starts,
Right there.
well, maybe not. Where was Jordal's Grove again?
Well, that's farther east. Steve
Okay.
Strand owns the parcel that's highlighted, which is his brother-in-law.
Yeah. He basically owns pretty much like just the house, I guess. For the most part. And
Yeah.
then Lauren owns all the trees. I believe that was my understanding.
Well, I was gonna say, the parcel still all shows Steve, but their
Oh, okay.
brother-in-law's.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
Sure.
so it's
Yep.
that whole length of trees. It just shows
Yeah.
on Beacon that the tile is farther west of the trees, but we know it's not accurate, so.
Yeah. No, it must not be.
Mm-mm.
So it's more like over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, that's not even where I was looking before. Okay.
yeah. It's not at Lauren's house.
No.
Right, yeah. Okay,
All right.
well, I think we
Alright.
got it. Thank you so much, Matt.
All right.
Alrighty, yeah, bye.
Yeah, I guess I kind of agree with that if it's maintained well, we shouldn't need it. But
I'd hate to have to go back in twice though. I think,
I mean, is it worth putting just that, slip joint, with the rubber just for that section?
That's up to you guys.
I mean,
who
is
are the
that-
landowners? I mean, is that something
She's
we
got the list.
should ask them what they wanna do?
give them the two options and let them
Yeah.
pick.
Did I take that back or did I leave it up there?
You must have taken it, we don't have it.
Oh, it's right here.
So the people on the lateral vote on it. Or on the top.
I'm fine with that, I'd
How
like
many
to have,
feet do you think would be near the trees there?
Looks like about all of it.
yeah, there's
All
a,
of it.
it's a
The
bit,
main
it's a
goes
lot.
up and then around. So that's just a short distance of the entire main.
I guess I like the idea of getting input from the,
We can have an informational meeting.
yeah,
I don't know if any of those are snowbirds.
Hmm.
Right offhand, I don't recall.
They can always call in.
I don't know if they get their mail though,
Mm,
or how soon they would get their mail. If it gets forwarded to wherever.
well, this isn't
So my
something,
suggestion is not in a couple weeks, because I don't know when they'll get their mail.
yeah, cause this is work that won't
be
happen
done.
until
next spring anyway, so.
Yeah.
spring, summer.
Suppose the trustee in that area could just send Christmas cards to all of them and let them know what's going on.
Okay, that sounds good, alright,
That's not mine, is it?
no,
Yeah, you should check before you make
Yeah.
those promises.
so,
And in looking at this, I don't think anybody goes over here. So. One gal, she is in, I think, Kansas, and that's where she lives, so that might be the longest, but the rest of them are all here.
so we will,
Table for more information.
table for more information and then send out letters for an,
Well, do you want to just set up a date?
that's what I would do, I think so. If we can find one,
Like a month from now, a couple weeks.
I don't think,
Well, then that, we're getting into Christmas, New Year's.
I think after the holiday.
So I would say January 13th, because you guys will have a meeting on the 2nd. Carla, did we decide you'd have another one on the 6th?
Or would you just skip to the 13th?
Find my calendar here.
Yeah. Because you all have to meet Friday the 2nd.
Yeah, I would say either the 6th or the 13th.
I'd say the 13th. You get rid of all the holidays.
Give them enough time to plan on it too. Okay, so do we just wanna set that up? You don't need a motion or anything for that, do you? Okay, so that's gonna be tabled for more information and you're gonna set it up for January 13th. All right, then there's nothing else, Chris?
I don't have anything more for drainage.
And we were calling that just an informational meeting
Yes,
to get feedback.
information meeting.
Maybe they all want the higher end
Maybe,
sewer style pipe,
maybe.
maybe. Okay,
All
Um,
right.
thank you.
Thank you.
Scott, secondary roads.
Yeah, recap on the snow. We were out Sunday. The guys were. They, we had 5 inches of pretty powdery snow late in the evening before, and kind of too late for us to be out that day. So we were out Sunday cleaning. All the gravels went, all the paved roads went, until the snow was clear. And they kind of did cleanup work yesterday. Thought maybe some little tails and stuff from the wind. But I hope as we go forward in the winter, we start getting more cooperative weather on the weekends when we're not supposed to be.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. That's about all I can tell you on snow. The other thing that I'll talk on is maybe last week we talked a little bit about the status of the TIF. So I sent
Thanks
it-
for that email.
Yeah, I had already sent most of that to Julie. She'd asked about Julie Swenson about that kind of planning for what to do with the money. And so as of the end of November, we've spent about $4 million, or 62% of that 6.48 million. That doesn't perfectly reflect what we have actually done for work, because we have about $1.6 million being withheld from Yulin Brothers for the paving project, because we're still waiting on some certifications and tickets and miscellaneous paperwork. So I expect that to be soon. I would have told you the same thing a month ago.
So if that was paid, then we're at what number? Are we at 5.6?
We'll be at 5, almost 5.7
Okay.
by the end of the calendar year, based on the projections. We have a few other miscellaneous bills to pay also. Minor consultant fees, what else is in there? Painting, we've already paid painting. Won't be too much. Mostly the bill to Yulin Brothers. And then we'll have retainage for that job too, which will be soon to follow, January. So if we have 275,000 or so planned for, we'll say July of 26 with the 235th project, that one might be one of those projects where we only pay the bulk of it and then the retainage, because it'll be pretty quick. Depends on the timing of the recycling. So then it looks like we have about 663,000, which is the difference between what I think we'll have spent and the total amount we could possibly spend. That's a little bit of a moving target as the interest accrues in that account while we still have some funds in there. The interest by the time we get to the middle of the summer should be about 275,000. So you see, it's ratcheting along and helping that account out. So that's the number I think we should target, maybe a little bit less, just for a little bit of room for unknowns. So maybe we look at spending 600,000, something in that range, in new projects in the spring, whether it be a bridge or I have some surface treatments I think would be a good fit.
We
What,
also have to just be careful just in case, because, I mean, what Julie has said is, because the interest is accruing higher than what the interest rate on the loan is, if we accrue too much interest, then we have to pay some back to the IRS, which we don't wanna do, and we think we have it so that we're okay, but we have to also pay a consultant to do a report to tell us if we have to pay back any money or not, so.
Is it different than the arbitrage conversation?
No, it's basically the same thing, but when Julie discussed with the guy that has to do the arbitrage report, he was saying that he's a little nervous about how much we have in interest versus how much we've spent.
Okay. I don't think it's any different than we had expected.
Okay, I don't know, like I said, I'm not
Interest
the
we've been-
expert
yeah.
on arbitrage, but
Yeah, I mean, the interest we've been earning is something like 4%, you know, but interest rates are high, but no better than 4%. But I think that's what we expected from the beginning.
well, I thought so too, but
How do we get an answer on that?
well, we either have the guy do a report now and then do one at the end, or we do one at the end and, cause it's gonna cost us double to have 2 reports done, basically,
How
or.
much does the report cost?
that's, yeah, good question.
I think it was like 2,500 is what she told me, yeah, so,
So that's required by who?
by, I don't know, the rules of the TIF,
Okay,
that's what Maggie said that we had to do, so.
okay.
I think that's something we need an answer to.
Yeah, I thought Julie talked to you about it. Am I wrong?
Well, I guess if I'm not given some objective criteria to try and follow,
Okay,
I'm gonna use the
I'll call Maggie.
objective criteria I was given.
Okay, I'll call Maggie and see what she thinks, and then we can go from
Okay,
there. How about that?
that sounds good.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Cause we like $275,000 worth of interest, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, I understand why
I do too.
the process is there, right? We kind of get a deal, and then here we are making interest on the money as it sits, while we try and do our best to spend it as fast as possible, but, you know.
But having the money sit wasn't necessarily the intent.
Yeah, but I thought we had like 2 years.
Yeah,
to-
right,
Yeah,
wasn't the
with-
intent, but, you know, we spent $1 million within a couple of months of getting.
Yeah,
the money.
we went right at it.
And then the rest of the jobs took some design and public bidding, and we crammed through that, and the only reason we haven't spent most of it is because we have a contractor holding out on paperwork. And then all the other reasons we haven't spent all of it is because of the interest, a couple of projects that didn't work out, Rice Lake, right, we have
On hold.
that on hold. Railroad crossing by Rake, not getting rebuilt.
Okay, well, we'll get that information and then we'll,
I think I remember at the beginning, there was an estimate of interest in the,
and the time frame is still fine, right?
Yeah,
As far as I can tell, we're looking good. We have 6, 12, 18, and 24-month spend down requirements.
and maybe you should call Julie, because she's the one who talked to the guy
Okay.
who does the report.
All right. Would that be helpful right now, or do you wanna talk to her individually after?
Why don't we start with Maggie?
Maggie,
Let's do that.
And mention exactly what
so,
we're being told.
so this guy that does that she was talking to, who is he with?
let me see.
Is this state or federal or?
So they call it arbitrage,
Arbitrage.
as in an arbitrator? Or what, I don't know, I'm trying to understand it.
Other than what she sent me this last summer, never come across it before.
No,
I've never come across that word before. I don't ever remember
So
hearing
this-
arbitrage
this is
before.
somebody that oversees things like this for the government, or?
Maggie sent me, it was like a presentation from some other attorney who had talked about this. The spend down requirements, there are several different schedules that you can try and follow.
Yeah.
And this is the one I thought was most appropriate to our project, the kind of 2-year spend down. I don't know if I could find it anywhere else,
mm-hmm,
so I don't know where the rules come from.
I can't remember the guy, I thought it was Ryan, but it's not coming up, so
okay. Well, let's get some information and then we'll go from there.
sounds good.
Always interesting.
Yeah, well,
All right, so,
Thanks for the information.
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, that was a good email. I thought that was lots of good info. Do you have anything else with just regular?
I think that is all.
Okay. All right. Then we're gonna go to number 7, discussing with possible action regarding the closing procedure for real property, which includes the south half block of 5, Rebecca A. Clark's addition to the city of Forest City, Iowa.
This item was on the agenda since we had vacation of an alley and part of the street necessary to cure the title on our Forest City Shop property. We have updated documents from Newman, Thompson, Gray. One is the updated closing statements, and the big difference being it includes some attorney fees for the buyer's attorney in this whole title clearing process. And then we also have an escrow agreement because the way this sale will happen is we will close on the property with the vacation outstanding. And the money is put in escrow to compel all the parties to complete the vacation after the closing, so that when the vacation happens, the property reverts back to the new buyer.
Makes sense?
So the action that is possible here would be to approve the closing procedure? Or do we have to do that?
That was sort of a generic item to cover both of these. So I think out of that, it would be appropriate to approve the escrow agreement. And then you could reauthorize Susan to execute the closing statement. Or we could maybe lump those together. I believe she's been authorized already to
sign.
work through the sale, so maybe for redundancy, we can make that action again.
So we would be approving the escrow agreement and allowing the chair to work through the closing procedure to the end.
Yeah, so you could maybe
Signatures.
mention the updated seller's closing
Updated.
statement, since they did issue this earlier, and now it's been,
Sure. To include the updated sellers.
yeah.
Yep.
Updated buyer's attorney's fee.
All right, just get this right.
You got all that?
So we're approving the escrow agreement, the updated buyer's attorney's fees,
The updated seller's
closing statement, okay.
Bless you.
And appointing chair to
execute.
execute. All right. I will attempt to make a motion. I make a motion that we go into an escrow agreement with the buyer and approve the updated buyer's attorney's fees to get to closing and appoint our chair to execute the closing paperwork on the property. Does that sound right?
You could say the closing statement and the escrow agreement.
Yeah. We'll get it in the, it'll be right in the minutes. And if it's not, we'll not accept them.
The motion is more complicated than this whole process.
It is. All right, so we have a motion,
I'll second it.
okay. We have a motion made by, Derby and seconded by Jensvold. I'm not gonna repeat it.
Can I read it to you so
That was
that
great.
we both have,
Please.
we all understand what we're trying to say here?
We all understand it, we just don't know how to say it.
Well, so this is what I wrote down. Motion by Derby, seconded by Jensvold, to approve the escrow agreement with the buyer and update attorney fees and authorize chair to finalize agreements. Does that work? Or
We
do
had
need
closing
something else?
statement in there.
Closing statement?
The closing statement was part of the buyer's attorney's fees.
Right, the updated closing statement was updated to include buyer's attorney's fees.
Right.
Do we need to say what those fees are or not?
You can.
I have them here too.
$3,477.50.
$3,400.
$77.50.
All right, so we have a motion by Derby and seconded by Jensvold. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. And you need,
Let's go ahead and get those signatures done now, so make sure we don't forget anything. We need to keep it moving. So what I understand is they'll write us a check for the proceeds right after closing. Right now, hold the $50,000 for whenever the vacation goes through. So in any case, we should have it all by the end of the calendar year, I would think, or pretty close.
good. All things that needed to be clarified and fixed.
Okay, looks like we need one on there and one on there.
All right, we worked our way through that one. Discussion with possible action regarding a tile crossing permit to Ben Peterson between Norway Township, Section 33, and Center Township, Section 4.
This was on the agenda last week, we discussed it. Primarily, the one thing that I verified is that there isn't a better route for this tile. The lay of the land doesn't allow for it. So, it seemed to be in the correct place. I would still make an attempt that once we get to the project, to try and do what's necessary to abandon the lateral that's out there. And I guess by that I mean double check to make sure there's not any tiles hooked up to that they're going to be using going forward, and then make sure the ditch is drained, and then have the board take action to abandon. not to approve the permit. I guess there was some discussion about the amount, but that it exceeds the $5,000 amount that I could administratively approve, but as a board, you talked about, we talked about that it's worth bringing them to the board to discuss these as they come up. So we'll probably leave the amount the same and bring them to the board when they come up.
On a case-by-case basis.
Case-by-case basis. So, I don't know if there's any other discussion, otherwise.
So this map here, this red line, that's just watershed line?
Right.
Okay.
It's just the high point, and you see the elevations on there.
Yeah.
It's a pretty substantial rise there. And so as that tile kind of goes through the road and the hill, it must be pretty deep.
Can I take a peek at that, Terry?
So just to refresh my memory, he's doing 12-inch here, and the existing one is 8-inch,
I believe that's correct.
and this will be close proximity to the other one, or?
I believe so. As we got kind of close to winter here, we didn't get nailed down the exact footage to the crossing. So you would expect that tile to be in the low point and the new one to be best suited for that same location.
Look at it.
It's possible in the spring we can get to it. Yeah, let's definitely just run it straight to the same path. Maybe we can look at the process to remove that lateral. You guys know that also.
Something that the county has intentions to do, or would it be?
The agreement is really set up for them to hire contractors. They have Elgison as for their private tile work, so
Mhm.
I would expect it to be them. And that's where I would steer things now is while our workload
Right
is.
there,
So
that's all it is. Not too far from the bend.
So we just need possible action on, or we have action on this one to just permit the tile crossing permit to
yeah,
bend.
the tile crossing permit, kind of as is.
I will make that motion.
I'll second it.
Motion by Smith and seconded by Jensvold regarding the tile crossing permit to Ben Peterson between Norway Township, Section 33, and Center Township, Section 4. All in favor, say aye.
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 All right. Do you have anything else, Scott, today, or is that everything?
That's everything.
Was this the one that was a little more than
5,000?
5,000 or whatever?
It was 7 something.
7250 was it?
Yeah, all right. I remember it right.
7,250.
Oh, was it on? Oh, there it is.
I don't have a ton of these for me to have a good cost basis. So I can't 100% say this is completely fair price. It's the highest one we've done.
Yeah, it all depends on the angle that it goes across the road at lots of times.
Size and depth, and this
Yeah.
one's
Size of tile.
12-inch tile. No,
Because we had one just recently that was 6,600.
Elgison same, and it was a smaller tile.
It was. I was wondering.
It's fairly deep, maybe from the top of the road, it might have been 12 feet.
All right. Well, we're gonna move to open forum. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah. You want it approved or just sign it?
Why don't we just have Susan sign it as the chair there? It's kind of left vague there for.
I'm sure you collect all the money from it. There's a history there.
Yep. They pay for it first and we reimburse, so we don't have to try and.
You want today's date on there?
That's fine, yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, open forum.
We just need the signature. That just needs a signature.
Wonder what that's gonna do for the bar and the axe place.
What's it gonna do to what, you said?
They own the bar and the axe place over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Two businesses side by side.
Mhm.
That's open forum.
So your $135,000 box culvert was for which project?
E25N1 over by Buffalo. We had a culvert in the ground a little bit, but we had some workmanship issues with the boxes came, and so we held out on the bill until they made it right. We had to drill some new holes and chip off a bunch of footers on the edges.
It wouldn't slide together.
No, it shouldn't have ever made it past their quality control.
Says right in your specs, no boogers.
I don't know how you want to say it, you know, they pour it in the forms.
It's kinda like slag
Scrape it
on
off, and then kind of just, they don't use a nice trowel
Yeah.
to round over the edges. And so when you get them, and there's hardened concrete in the joint, they don't slide together. And you can hit it with a hammer too, but what they really should have is like a special tool that breaks it off really neatly. And so you don't just have a bunch of hammered edges.
Mhm.
And none of that happened. So I
Did
guess
they-
kind of field modify these box culvert pieces with hammers and chisels and new drill bits.
And they reimbursed all the time that we had invested in it,
We
or?
got $1,500 back out of them, plus there's a little bit of, they charged us a little overage for, in the weeds here a little bit, but they quoted us for, let's say, 580 feet of filter fabric that you wrap the joints. Well, we don't use remnant boxes and send them us back. So we got the 2 boxes, 600 feet, and then they charged us a little more. So that's not how it works. You gave us a quote for the box, so that's what we're gonna pay. And 1,500, I thought we were gonna pay settlement. I proposed 2,500, and that's where we landed. We didn't have a whole lot of time into it, more than some frustration. But the biggest thing probably was the lift holes weren't perfectly balanced, symmetrical. So
really?
they lifted the box with hand
Yeah,
like this,
yeah.
and then they're trying to fit them in. And so they have to kind of set them down, push them in a bit, and then, you know, jostle them in. In the meantime, the rock base gets kind of chewed
Messed up,
up,
yeah.
and it just takes more time. And we were already frustrated in this project because the trucking company wasn't willing to send us all the pieces in one day. And the crane company now, the new one, Barnhart, wasn't willing to set up the day prior without charging us a full day. So, we got some, maybe some shopping.
This is the same company we've always used then?
Well, it's the same operator and the same crane.
No, I mean, the box.
The box puller came from Oldcastle this year, which used to be Hancock Concrete Products. They used to be a really reliable vendor. They had a great salesman when I started, you know, a decade ago. And since then, they've been bought out, and now Billings for California or something like that. They're a nationwide company. And they haven't gotten a bid since something like 2006. So not before they got bought out. So it's almost like working for a new company. Working with a new company, and then the crane company got bought. You know, and this is actually the first time we've worked with Barnhart now. Still some growing pains there. We most likely will get twice the crane fees from here on out than we're used to. And the explanation for that is, according to Barnhart, Holland is losing money on this crane. So we'll do some shopping to make sure that they're being honest.
I don't know if there's other sources for that or not.
There's tons of cranes out there. Crane services are everywhere in the state of Iowa, and several of them pass through our state on a regular basis with wind turbine maintenance and crane legs, anything like that. And we even have some local contractors with cranes that are lighter. So we'll have to just see what's the best fit based on the weight of the box. You know, this one was about as heavy of a box as we've ever set. It's 14 by 12. This biggest one in the county is 16 by 12.
What's one section they weigh then?
38,000. I'm shooting from the hip on this.
Okay, so 19 ton.
But the travel time and the mob time and setup is a big portion of the cost. So if you gotta pay somebody 3 hours to even get here, then you got almost a full day in travel time. But every crane company, I understand, has kind of different minimums and different rates for the cranes, and so we're just kind of piece together what works the best.
Do they charge like the crane per hour fee when they're mobilizing, or is that
Yep,
different?
port to
So,
port, they say.
yeah.
So when it leaves the yard, you pay the crane
mhm,
rate through the setup.
whether it's being
through the
used
set,
or not, just
you
move.
tear down and back to the yard, you pay that in an hourly fee, in addition to the mode cost that's transporting all the counterweights and I think that's the majority of it. And then you pay the guys too that are on site with it. That's the bulk of what the invoice shows.
All right, well, we have a 10 o'clock with Julie Sorensen, Public Health Administrator, to discuss social services budget.
Is she coming?
Julie, are you on the phone?
Maybe she's in transit.
Yep, she might be on her way. Well, we'll jump back up. Was there anything else for open forum? Anyone in the room? text her, did ya?
We could do number 12 quick, I guess.
Yeah, we can do that. Number
What
12.
about the 11?
We can do 11 too.
Well,
No.
11's gonna take a long time,
Oh,
because
That's
there's,
what I was thinking, maybe it might be a little more.
yeah, but you can start and stop that one.
Okay,
well, whatever you want to do.
let's do number 12. Consider for approval not having board meeting on December 23rd. Discussion?
No, there she is.
There she is.
Well, then I have to take this.
There she goes.
All right, discussion about it. The courthouse is open.
It is open,
Courthouse is closed the 24th and the 25th.
Yeah. It's up to you. I don't have a preference either way.
It'll
Be a
just,
slower time of year for us.
it'll just make for a merrier Christmas, not to have to deal with us right before Christmas, is that?
Yeah, probably. I could go either way on it, guys. Do you think, I don't know if we're
No.
gonna have much of a agenda.
Probably not. I mean, if there's something crazy, I can always
That's what I was
schedule one, but
just gonna
It's a-
suggest.
it's kind of a busy time for, working on valuations and budgets and trying to get all the December stuff wrapped up before the first of the
Sure.
year, so it's,
We could,
Unless there's something important.
we could leave it that way. Just no meeting, but if there's something that we need to gather for, we could certainly.
Okay.
And you'd just have to post it.
I'll make a motion to not have a board meeting on December 23rd
I'll second.
unless necessary.
unless it's.
Yeah. Motion by Jensvold, second by Derby to not meet December 23rd unless necessary. All in favor say aye. All right, Julie, you're here, 10 o'clock.
Yes, just wanted to, I got our budget, and I just wanted to let you know that it's not very good, so I wanted to know what you wanted me to do. Do you just want me to keep on helping our people in our county? I have come, since I've taken this over in July, I've had over 100 plus people come through my door. I've been keeping track. I've helped, about 25 people with rent and 20 people with utilities, 2 for burial, and probably 1 more this week. And then I also have the payee service and all the other transportation and sheriffs. And I just want you to, do you want me to keep going? I mean, I go by the poverty guidelines. We're really the only services in our area to help these people.
So in the past, we've gone over, but not a lot, or do you remember, Carla? Didn't we kind of get right at the end last year?
I was just gonna point out,
I think I remember right at the end, there was a slug that came through and kind of put us over.
Can we take the program again?
The general relief for Winnebago County. And we help with rent assistance, utilities, burial, and then I direct them and give them all the resources that I can. And out of that 100 plus people, probably half of them have gotten a SNAP and Medicaid, and we've faxed their, and we've given them other resources where we go out, because we're the payer of last resort, so.
That hasn't been a function of your department before?
We realigned.
Yeah.
And, so I've had to pull in Beth to help me with the interpretation, because some of them were Spanish speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And, so she's put 5 hours in. I went and I pulled, just to let you know that we are trying to help our people. Nichelle she has about 34 hours put in since July. and a couple of my nurses, and then I have about 140 hours since July.
Do you have numbers there, Julie?
Yeah. Well,
Or you're bringing them up?
I didn't grab that, that's laying still on my desk.
So I just printed the June one, just so that you can see where it's at. And then I'll print.
And we do the payee for Delta Heights for those people, that's a monthly bill, and that usually is $550 each month. And I did, on some of my stuff, I did have to pick up in the beginning of July, some from last fiscal year, so that kind of.
How far back?
Somewhere April. That were promised April and they rent and didn't get it done. I just wanted to know what I didn't want to keep going and then come
37%.
It's one of the emails
budget
we
time.
get.
So,
140%.
So these are duties that were not in your department, not in your job description, and you're with Michelle. I mean, she's been a lot of it
Yeah,
too,
she
right?
does a lot of
She
my
knows how to
faxing and
fill
she
out
is
the,
well, she doesn't, no, neither of us know how to fill that out, but we have, kind of learned.
okay.
If not, we give them the resources where they can go. And get help that way to fill out those forms. I think if that continues, we will need to have someone help because there's no way we can do our other job and do this. But during this whole time too, you have to remember we had the shutdown. Winnebago had all that big layoff. And, I worked a lot with those people.
Mhm.
Is that easing up now, or?
Yeah, that part is, yes. I've referred people on to doing, there's a medication program that helps them with free medication. I've had a couple come in for that. So,
And where do you get your information? I mean, how do you even know where to go to get medication relief monies? Just searching?
Ruth helped a little, yep. Kind
Mhm.
of told me where to go and contacted a few of the other public health that have taken over general relief and kind of traded information and stuff. On a side note with that, I believe the new behavioral health region, I have a meeting with them. We have set that up now. I have been contacted with Melissa, and we do have a navigator for our county, and she is supposed to be helping, and that meeting will take place in January, excuse me. So,
I was just gonna say, where did this money used to come from?
like I said, I'm new with this. I have no idea where all that all came from. Bill, I have no idea. I mean, they have to fill out a complete application. I do not look at it unless everything is complete. And they have to meet 130% of the property level.
You have to verify citizenship.
total hours from everybody spent on this? $580 for 6 months. So it's, no, that's the problem, it's like, it's not a full, or
It's
a
not.
part-time person.
Nope.
even.
Nope.
So it's.
But when it hits hard.
Yeah, so, and that should taper off if the
Right.
industry goes better.
Yep,
Mhm.
and so, and hopefully, but I'm just letting you know that I just didn't willy-nilly hand out, I mean, they had to follow this, and part of that was me doing research, so.
Makes you feel any better, I never thought that, even when I looked in them.
I know, but,
So, I mean, we're obviously over, and
oh, we will, I just turned in some more, and I know I have a funeral, bereavement that they've approached me, I'm just waiting for all the paperwork.
so out of a basically $39,000 budget, we have $1,000 left for 6 months.
Several areas are over.
So that's
Yeah.
a
So you're
problem.
saying there's a chance?
No, I am not saying there's a chance.
So I had a
Well,
discussion
if-
with you earlier on how we compare with other counties and the benefits. Did you do some comparisons?
Yes, the bigger counties and the ones with, they have more resources to go, so they don't give out as much, does that make sense?
What are
They
their
don't.
other resources?
Where they can, like, let's take, Cerro Gordo, they have more, I don't wanna say grant money that they go to, and
United
people.
Way or?
Yeah, I have sent some people there, but some people have been turned away. Polk County, I mean, all the bigger counties have a lot more resources to go that we just don't have up here and that don't serve our area. That's the problem. They don't serve us. It's like they hit Highway 20 and
Well,
there's nothing.
they have more resources, but they also have a lot more people that are probably in that.
There's a waiting list for housing, huge waiting list for low-income housing. When I went to the General Relief, conference, I thought she said they had like 7,000 applications and only 2,000 were filled. So those others were sitting on still a waiting list. And that's in the big cities. I mean, I've put down in our resource guide, I've put the churches, Salvation Army, I mean, all the food banks, anything I can think of.
So we're basically, for now, looking at, we have to probably amend the budget to keep this going. And then we gotta look at next year's budget on
Right.
where's that money gonna come from.
Yep.
There's really no hard to know what's gonna
No.
happen. I mean, are people gonna get laid off, or are people not gonna get
Right.
laid off? I mean, it's just a
Well,
difficult.
and I asked Ruth, I said, how many funerals have you done? She says, since she had done it, she said, maybe 2. Well, I've done 2
And have another one, yeah.
A third one coming, and then still got another 6 months.
Just a general fund thing.
It's the only resources we have for the money, really.
All prices of everything are going up.
Yeah.
Well, and Julie said it at our board meeting too, that she really looks through make sure everything's filled out and filled out properly. So I don't doubt that that's been done. But it takes a lot of time to do all of that too.
I guess I'm more comfortable with the way the system's working now and the accessibility of the contact. I think you're doing a good job with that, your offices, and
Well, that could actually be quite a bit of it,
yeah.
is that,
Right. Right,
and the door's
Rather than
open,
playing phone tag or door tag.
correct.
you know, and anytime anyone can talk to a real face, a real person.
I'm anxious to see this meeting in January, because if I understand it right, the navigator is supposed to now to be able to help these people also,
Hmm.
and give them better resources.
How big of an area will
She will have 4 counties,
4 counties?
so it'll be us, Winnebago, Cassuth, Hancock, Webster.
Hmm.
Is the navigator, you said with the mental health region?
The baby
It's a district now.
the district, yes.
Get it right.
Melissa is
Makes
the
all the
one-
difference.
Is it Melissa Lair?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
She's the one who contacted me and wanted to set up a meeting.
Well, she's got our best interests in mind. She's
good to work with.
she's solid.
I'll be meeting with her, the senior lead navigator, our county navigator, and then she wants me to head that.
So what's the next step?
Well, I suppose we have to give her guidance on what she should be doing.
Keep doing what I'm doing and
Amend the budget later.
So do we wanna amend the budget now, or do we wanna amend the
I was
budget
gonna
in May like we normally do?
One more funeral will take care of the last 1,000, so
Well, if we amend it now, are we only amending it for so much to get her what an estimate is, or
well,
And I think that's up to you, but
you almost would have to add, double it, in hope that not that much is used in the second 6 months. But if things maintain the way they are, then we don't wanna have to come back and do it again, so.
right.
I know on the rent assistance and utilities, they can only come to the well so much.
right.
So those people are gonna be
Right.
done for the year.
Yeah,
It's not
unless
like
there's-
we're,
Rent is
New ones
$550
keep coming.
for 2 months. Even if their rent is $800, you only get $550. So
Mhm.
they have to come up with that extra chunk, and I've told,
yeah, and it's only for 2 months. It's
Right.
not that we're,
and utilities is 500. Sometimes that takes a person who's, that's it, that's their one rent, because they're behind that much. Or.
Utilities.
Excuse me, yeah,
and is that just for 1 month?
could be, or it could be if you have 2 months that are, 200 and 200,
Mm. Oh, I see.
depending how far behind you are.
Hmm.
And then the burial is 220.
2,200.
Yep.
So, functionally as a budget, are we in trouble if we let it go till, we just tell her that
Right, that's what I
she
was
can do what
thinking.
she has to do until May when we actually go in with the amendment process? Or,
I really don't wanna see a whole budget, a whole department go over
for a long time?
for a long time, but,
I'm looking at, 39,000 total budget, right?
mhm.
Would it be feasible to put another 20,000 into it and hope we can make it to the end of the year, knowing that people have already tapped out on the,
Because most of these people that like with the rent and the utilities that I told you, they're done
Yeah.
till the next fiscal year.
You just how many new ones are gonna come up.
They probably moved to another county and you can get it there too.
You can't live in that county.
But they could live there for a couple months.
And I have caught a few that are right on the edge. And have forwarded that to their other counties.
Maybe they came from Minnesota.
What's your guys' thoughts on it?
I think we have to put a dollar amount on it. And
I think 20,000 is a feasible number to try and get by till at least May, when we do another budget session.
I don't really know what else to do. You're gonna end up turning people away.
Right.
Um,
And we are the payer of last resort. So I send them out elsewhere first.
And then how do you get confirmation that someone has
Usually
been denied?
Usually, with rent assistant, there really isn't, it's just with the churches and stuff like that. Help mainly with rent assistance. With heat and utilities, it's North Iowa Community Action, and usually Lori will say yes or no, and
Mhm.
If we're gonna do a budget amendment, I'll open it up for everybody,
I was gonna say, is anybody else in need of a
and then maybe
amendment?
we won't need to do one in May, hopefully,
Yeah,
but we'll see.
except for sometimes they don't need anything until May.
Well, and
Then
if we need to do another one, we'll have to do another
Hopefully
one.
they're all pass-throughs, where we don't
Well,
have to come up with them.
This one is a learning curve for
Right.
us at the Board of Health, right? I mean, it's
Right.
just,
Just something that qualifies for grants, or, do people know that they can donate to it or something like that? Or any other way to try and,
yeah,
Would it be
it
worth,
is a state of Iowa code that you have general relief to help the
they
youth and the poor.
don't say
Mhm.
what level you have to have. You know, we could
It is,
cut back the
but it
budget.
is
you
in
could just
the
run out
code
of
of Iowa that you have to.
Well,
have.
Obviously,
we could
these
cut
bigger
back, not
places are turning back,
550
you know,
twice,
what'd you
but
say, 7,000,
550
they only
once.
did 2? So they don't have to provide everything, they just have to provide something.
We want homeless people. So, and they have, I mean, if you think about it. You know, like, and if they're a veteran, I send them to Mary Lou because she has
Avenues there.
resources and avenues that way. So,
A lot of grant stuff has dried up from what I read also.
correct.
Yes,
That is the other kicker right there.
over the last,
And I
4 to 5
suspect
years.
after, July 1 with the new SNAP regulations that there will be some coming to ask for, talk about the food banks and all that and where to go. Our food bank here in Winnebago County does not turn anyone away, so you can be in Hancock or Pursuit. And same with, I believe, Hancock's, at the Methodist Church does not turn anyone away. And I did find out now Buffalo, I believe Buffalo Center is going to be opening up a new one.
yeah, our pastors.
I know they were working on
Yes,
that.
they are working on that. I haven't heard
Our
any
pastor's
more.
kinda leading the charge on that one there.
And then I heard through the grapevine, and I don't know how true this is, but grocery store in Thompson, where a lot of my people go for meals on, for a meal, because there's no Meals on Wheels. See their sister meals up that area. That is not going to be making food anymore. So I have to figure out something what I'm going to do for, because I had people coming from Rake going down there to get at least one meal a day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They can go down to Buffalo Center, can't they?
So, to get food, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, we have Meals on Wheels here
Yeah.
and that go in our area. And so, but they don't have it up in that northern part of our county, so we're trying to, that's part of my coalition that we're working on is food insecurity. We're trying to figure out ways to help.
Buffalo Center
It's
still has
actually a
that,
North
don't they?
Iowa food insecurity thing that we're working on.
Buffalo Center still has it going, don't they?
That's what-
Meals on Wheels or whatever it is.
Buffalo?
believe so.
Did they shut down?
Oh, they might, yes, they do.
They do, yeah, I
Yeah,
was
they
gonna
do,
say,
Buffalo does, yeah. No, they break does.
it's there on Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
That's closer to break.
Maybe the food was better in Thompson.
Thompson has nothing.
Yeah.
No, well,
They
no,
just
but I mean
have that,
before,
I
yeah.
don't know what, I call it Senex, but what is it, Town Market? Town
Can.
Market. Yeah, something like that.
K&H or whatever it
Yeah.
is, yeah.
So,
So Lake Mills all comes out of the grocery store in Lake Mills.
right.
I think they're doing a good job with it.
Mm-hmm.
Their problem right now is they don't have drivers. I mean, anybody in our, to volunteer.
So they have it available for pickup for people, but they don't have anyone to deliver. Oh, I see.
And usually most of the ones that do get the meals or meals are shut-in people. So they can't drive in. So we're trying to figure out something to do there.
Yeah.
And it's not just us, it's, our coalition is the North Iowa. And so it's across from Cassuth, and it's a bunch of us administrators all together. We meet every month.
Well, we're kind of deviating from the subject.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what's our next step as far as a budget?
wanna
Are you gonna send
Set
out
a
a,
target number we're gonna amend.
you threw out 20. I mean, what do you,
I really haven't. That I didn't, I just saw the end of the number when they sent them out last week, and I called Carla, I said, oh my gosh, what do I do? She said, go to the board, I said, okay, so.
well,
What are the other options if you run out of money?
You send people away.
send it away.
That's the only other.
Better hope you
You
get
know-
along with your friends, your family, or your church.
back in the day, this really wasn't a government problem. I mean, it was a church. Churches took care of it, and charities and communities, and I'm somewhere along the line, it turned into a government mandate program.
And the worst part about that is that it used to be you had to get along with your friends, your family, or your church. When to get the government money, you can be the biggest knuckle dragger you want to be and still get it. But not saying that they're all knuckle draggers. Some of them are just, or most of them probably are just hit hard times.
I guess that's one way of putting it.
All right. I guess I'd throw out 20,000. I mean, that makes some sense, doesn't it?
So what I can do is I'll put out an email to all the department heads saying we're gonna do a budget amendment. Give it a week, then I'll put it all together. I'll have to publish it and then bring it to you, and you'll have to approve the whole works.
Every amendment process is expensive.
You don't wanna just run it in the negative until spring when we normally do a budget amendment?
Looks better if it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, what would be the more cost-effective way? That's what I'm just
So
saying.
what's our cost by doing an amendment?
And if you have to do it
It's
again, that's what I'm
literally
saying.
just, so it's my
We only have
time
one paper.
and the one paper.
Right.
So it's not as expensive as it used to be.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we had to
But
do
we
all
have
the
$3.
paper.
Okay.
How's the ad rate in the new paper?
It's more expensive because they started using this thing called columns, which is,
It's an outside company of
But
some
you're
sort.
covering the whole county. They still have a distribution problem though. Anybody like a Quick Star and even like Don's is owned by a bigger company, and it's bureaucracy to get approval to put a newspaper on a
Oh, really?
stand. Yeah,
For heaven's sakes, a local news. All right.
Casey's the same way.
So what does make more sense? Just go into a deficit, then we know exactly what,
And I'm sure Elizabeth will slap my hand when she comes in. But I mean,
we don't want to be negative, especially for that amount of time.
so when
Well,
do
if the
you
process
usually-
isn't that expensive, then we just as well do what you were just suggesting.
when do you usually, I mean,
It
What
usually amended May. So, I mean, we've got 6 months worth of data for people to know if they need to do some kind of an amendment, but
I mean, you're gonna run out of money today.
Sounds like one of the directions you could just give her is just to go ahead and keep spending out of the program.
With our intent to
To amend
amend.
it later. I mean, you know, we have a lot of accounts we go over and under. Sometimes
yeah, but this is a whole department,
It's a
not just,
standalone.
whole department.
yeah, it's the whole department, and that's the problem.
They can't pull it from public health.
No,
Right.
yeah, you can't take whatever's left over in your budget, you know.
Maybe from the
and,
assessor's budget, maybe,
Sure.
but not.
I understand.
Yeah, it's not like it's one line item, it's the entire
Right.
budget,
yeah,
the
Well,
entire department.
We've got extra in the TIF. Oh, no, we can't use that.
so those
That's
other,
some interest
those
money.
other ones that you sent
Yeah,
me,
they're-
like the chemical dependence
Mhm.
and all that, does that fall under that too, or no?
It's, I mean, they're separate departments.
Oh, so they're those are separate
Mhm.
ones too, okay. See, that's a new learning curve for me too,
Let me just-
Pass that
I'll
over to
make sure.
Scott, he might wanna look at it.
because you did not send me that.
It all
one.
seems the same, only different.
Did you,
I think I emailed it to you. I don't think
oh yeah, you emailed it to me, but you didn't send me budget figures.
No. So yeah, that's department 62 and 63, so that's two separate departments as well. But we've got money there, and then we've got that much left, so we're.
And I just got one.
Her glasses are on top of me.
Yeah, I know, don't laugh at me.
I'm nothing, I just was like, her glasses are right here.
She's squinting, but she could be using her glasses, is that what you're trying to say?
I'm just being snarky, I'm sorry.
I'm like, where did it come?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it didn't seem like the intelligent thing to do, is that what you were saying?
No,
Oh.
I would never. Especially when they're talking budgets.
Well, this is for chemical dependency, so it has to do with, and usually the court will,
Right, and see if there's one I
yeah, and that's juvenile.
have.
So these are ones that the court usually will say, you have to do this, and then this is the one, you know, that's just
Okay.
juvenile.
I got you. Cause I do have to fill that one. I have one of those sitting on my desk.
Okay.
Okay, so do we have a path forward?
Well, the question is, do you want to do the amendment or not?
Well, if you
It's
do,
not you wanna do it, it's when do you want to do it?
Well,
I mean, do you wanna do it now, so you don't have to have Elizabeth go, you know, you shouldn't have done that, even though she knows why we did it?
I think we've had the
Or-
discussion now, it's time to just do it now. I mean,
and are we gonna do just 20, or do we wanna sweat it out with 20?
Or do you just double it and hope we don't use it?
I think there is a percentage that probably was pressure from the industry shutdowns.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm sure. of
What
that.
percentage is that? Is that, 25% of it?
I mean, I could go back through the file, I guess, and figure that out.
Just guessing, I'm guessing it put 25% pressure on the budget, maybe more.
I mean, off the top of my head, I can probably pick a dozen people that have come in and said, when they came in.
Right,
It's unlikely, but those things could happen
but
again.
I think it's gonna stay higher just because of the presence that we now have. You know, that you're there and
Right.
Michelle is right there and, you know, when someone comes in and,
Maybe we need to go back to somebody that's in hiding.
I mean, I probably get at least one or two emails a week saying, hey, can you,
You're naughty.
and so does Michelle, can you email me my application?
Right.
If those come back, they come back, if, you know, some do, some don't.
Mm-hmm.
Some have asked for help and then turned around, had a family member end up helping them instead, so. And thanked us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten several emails from people thanking they didn't realize that there was this service and truly helped them. So. And just to even have the resource where to go elsewhere, you know.
Mm-hmm. So,
Some people are learning that they're living among their, above their means, you know. They can't afford that apartment. They can't, they need to find another resource to live in.
mm-hmm.
I've also had a couple that have gotten second jobs. Not only has one job, but now have two, a full-time and a part-time. So they can stay in that apartment.
I don't know, should we go to 30,000 amendment instead of 20 so we don't have to sweat it so much to the end of the year?
Well, she,
Well, if we don't use it, it just is
Goes
back
back
in
into
the
the
general fund.
general fund.
yeah.
So there's no downside
just
to
be-
choosing a number that's higher.
If we just be safe and go with the doubling it, the 39, was that what it was? Just put in another 39 and hope we don't use it. But, that way you, cause, I mean, it's up to you, cause you're the one who gets to do the amendments. But,
Probably wouldn't have to worry about it then after that.
I would say that our odds are best of not having to do another one. And put it out there to everyone else. Maybe they can head off the May ones too. If not, we'll deal with that when the time comes, I guess.
And then let's just do like 35 and, like I said, if we don't use, I mean, if we
Yeah.
don't use it, it just comes back to the general fund, so.
Yeah.
And it's only being used if it's needed, it's not like it's.
No,
it's
no.
just spending,
No.
Yeah, I
Other
mean,
stuff
they
out
have to
there,
follow the
it's-
guidelines.
20 of it may still be there at the end of the
Right.
day, you know.
And
It's,
maybe this has just really been a time with like you said, the SNAP benefits and the, you know, it's just been a real transitioning.
You know, and I had to pick up some from last fiscal year, so hopefully.
Yeah. All right, so we have 35,000.
I'm
And then
okay
you
with that.
send me that, whatever I need to do.
yep, I will send out the amendment stuff to everyone.
Just make my cheeks
And
pucker.
then we'll put it on the agenda once we get it
Well,
tabled.
you just,
Okay.
you wish you didn't have to do any of this.
That probably won't be until January, will you? Put that together, or what will you do?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Because it takes some time.
So, don't expect to see it like immediately
No, it's not
or
gonna be right
anything.
away. You know, get the email out
Mhm.
for everybody right away, but.
All right. Thanks, Julie.
Did you do open forum on?
Yeah, but we can go back.
Kevin and I have been talking, I know we talked about the generator down at the, and he got a second bid, so we'll, he just told me that this week, and then he got with all the snow stuff, and I said, well, we'll just, so see what happens there.
Okay.
Was it a similar bid or?
I don't know that, I just know he said he finally got it. It took him a while to find someone.
The first bidder's been asking me if we're
And the
doing
only
it.
reason that I needed the two bid is for the grant that I'm writing to see if they'll help pay for it.
Okay.
And the old generator, did we decide what we were, I was gonna say, didn't,
Shop.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
That'll be a good use of that. All right.
alrighty, alright, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, will you shut the door on the way out? You guys should know the way out.
Number 11, approval or disallow family farm, military, 100% disabled vet homestead and homestead credits.
That's all those
That's
up there.
all that, huh?
Is this something new that we look through these, or?
It should be done.
It's something that we should have been doing all along, but
I
it should be done.
periodically going on Beacon and seeing what kind of credits they get just by looking at people's parcels. The only thing I've had, you know, I noticed there was one that was still claiming, and they hadn't been in the house for years, and that kind of irked me a little. But I see they're not in the book now, so
You can always alert us of that too.
yeah.
Kind of one of those administrative tasks that maybe wasn't priority.
And I think that property actually got sold, so
Yeah.
changed hands.
I'm just here on standby if you have further questions.
Looks pretty legit. I looked through them. Look at that one.
I think in the future we'll plan on splitting them up. July 1st is the cutoff for the regular homestead, and then November 1st is the years, so it's not so much.
So we don't have to review the senior discounts on. It's getting a little invasive.
Well, the 65 plus will be included with the regular homestead.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. With a special check mark on the back.
So for all these, you're gonna. So like she allowed, so you're gonna allow sign and do.
Okay. So these have all been, I don't know what you want to call it.
So all
Vet-
of these will have to be signed then? You might want to get your statement.
Oh, guess what?
You didn't bring it?
I took a different vehicle because of the snow this morning, so I didn't have it in my bag. Shoot,
You can use mine, it's here.
never.
Does it have to be done today then?
That's up to, I think.
Can we table it till next week so she?
How about you
I can do it. It's not a deal.
approve them, and then if you wanna wait a week to sign them, I'm not opposed to that, but
That's okay?
I think we need to
At least
get it looked at
record
and get it done,
that they're approved.
yeah.
Look at this one.
Gee whiz, sorry.
It's not real often that we have any that would be disallowed, to be very honest.
Okay,
Well, I would assume that,
When they have the application, it's,
because you've,
so.
And the reason I want it done right now is because I'm going into the evaluation process, so I'm gonna be,
Taxation involved with that,
yes, so,
credits.
yeah.
And since there's gets to be more and more of those unfunded mandates.
And now
I've never heard that.
now the
What's an
state is starting
unfunded
to take
mandate?
offense to that term, unfunded
oh, well,
mandates.
too bad.
Who's taking offense?
The legislators,
Why would that be? Oh, they don't want people to know about it?
I don't know, I just
Oh,
don't like the term.
I'll have to get a shirt.
It's pretty
okay.
accurate term.
Then let's just go with forcing counties to pay for things without allowing them to tax to be able to pay for it.
That works for me.
I mean,
Okay.
The Citizens for Tax Relief, we're meeting with the legislators just this week, and they want lower taxes, but
They want all
the
the
same
services.
legislators want lower taxes, but more services. I mean, something doesn't balance out here.
Something's gotta give somewhere, it just will be the county budgets.
And if there's fewer county budgets,
Well, yeah,
that's their,
yeah, and then when you got everybody from different counties deciding what's going on in that county, and it's just like, well, we're gonna blackball this county. Yeah, they aren't getting any gravel on their roads. Was that snarky? I didn't mean to be.
So if we approve, do you just need to have it listed as all of the listed family farm, military, disabled vets, homestead, and homestead credits?
Yep, so the disabled vet, homestead, and homestead credit.
Okay.
Well, family farm, military, disabled vet, homestead, and homestead credit.
So are we only approving, we aren't, unless we find something we should want to disallow?
Which I assume they've all been gone for before and not disallowed.
That you're gonna wanna disallow. I mean, a lot of them are when people buy new houses, postcard gets sent to come in and fill them out, they fill it out. Farm gets sold, we send out, you know, a postcard, hey, if you qualify, come in and sign it, so.
So pretty much,
And if somebody who's newly 65, then we have them do a new one.
Yeah.
Application stating that they are now 65 for the, 65 plus.
So if somebody was,
I
the
think
owner,
by the time you're getting them,
I suppose anything that's in a corporation is not gonna qualify for homestead, right?
he had to ask that question.
my notes on the back, but I didn't put that on there.
Well, I just know of somebody
They have
that
to
recently
own and
passed.
occupy. I believe there's gonna be something on the family farm, that it just says in the family farm.
Well, I just know of
I can
somebody
get
that,
back to you on
that
that.
recently passed and it was in a corporation name, but the family's taking over the corporation that don't live there. And I would think that would change then, wouldn't it?
So, when we get a copy of the deed that it transfers, that's when we review
But it
homestead.
stays in the corporation.
And then possibly send out a new application and see what comes back. I can get clarification on that. Don't run into that very often.
Where people inherit a
Well, like,
corporation
are you
farm.
talking like a regular home or a farm?
It's a home on a corporation farm. Just doesn't matter.
Rural digging.
Want me to look it up? Maybe. So I think I'll bring my stamp next week.
All right. I'll make a motion to approve the family farm military 100% disabled vet homestead and homestead credits.
I'll second it.
We have a motion by Derby and seconded by Jensvold to approve the family farm military 100% disabled vets homestead and homestead credits. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. So most people don't miss out on it because you guys send out the card and nobody really,
And now we've started putting in our camera system with these checks and tags, so hey, it was postcard sent this date. So if they come in a year and a half later and say, I never got that, we can say, well, it was sent on this date. Colleen does a really good job of keeping them on those and sending them out. So, and they are available on our Beacon website now too, so if you go to your parcel within Beacon, there's a button to be able to apply right there, and then it
oh,
gets emailed to us.
And this is all exclusively disabled vets? Or is it also the,
Different books.
Different
Yeah, yeah,
books for
the-
different,
yeah, I was gonna say, cause some of those names I saw in there, they are not disabled.
they just,
We have to get verification letters that they are, so you may or may
That was a
not
small list.
know of their disability.
Okay.
And some of that is probably private, so you maybe want to keep that in mind.
yes.
No, I'm not gonna run around.
So that one. Is that a home?
So I'm trying to figure out.
I missed that one.
mark it. No, I won't. I'm not gonna mark in your books. You just can
And
look
these
at
are
it.
for the 25 assessment tests, April 26,
So-
27.
I mean,
And they're testing on
Doesn't
that
live
form that the information we're giving is true, so.
Says he does. And he said to us he does. Don't know what there is to live in.
yeah.
It's the one that went through the Board of Adjustment.
There is a shack out there. A letter has been sent to review.
But is there a bathroom?
What constitutes a living dwelling, I suppose.
Okay there.
I know
Oh.
someone who lives in a house in Rake that has no heat or water.
All right, you don't need any other motions on that, right? We're just approving them and we'll sign them next week. You have a very interesting job.
We did vote.
Why
You
don't
wanna
keep
take them
them?
back?
I don't.
Carla?
Wanna keep them, Carla?
I can keep them.
I can grab them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did we vote on it?
I'm in your office.
I think so.
I'll just bring it all back at the same time.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, we did. Oh, well, I think we did. All
We
in favor?
voted, didn't we?
All in favor?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think so.
okay.
That was a long time ago.
All right, consider for approval auditors transfers. Interesting world we live in, huh?
Yep.
Whatever.
No, the one
Do
we're
you-
thinking of there is a level of disability.
Do you have drainage maps set out, any? Okay, I have to get them.
Well, I don't know that there's any printed right now, and the printer isn't working.
Yeah, that's, so Sue McCullough sent me the PDFs that if I wanted one printed, it could send it to Staples or something. So does anybody just have one that I can borrow? Mine is a disaster. Can't even see it.
I can lend you my old one if you're
Wow, that's a lot of
gonna treat it like a
responsibility.
Bible.
Maybe I'll just get Chris to send me the info that I need.
I have an extra one.
You didn't say that very loud or very confidently.
Printed it for somebody who never came and picked it up.
Okay, it's mine.
It's yours. We're at a real crossroads with what to do about our printer.
I've heard.
Things are like, I don't know, $10,000 or 20 maybe, some of
Hmm.
we're trying to find like the middle ground, right? We don't need the.
Don't need the
best
Cadillac, but
printer, right.
you don't want a Chevette either?
Well, we basically had a Chevette for the last 10 years. This thing is so finicky because, one, it doesn't get a lot of use, so it's got these parts in there that get gummed up and you have to replace if you don't use it enough. So we just sometimes run stuff through just to keep it exercised. And then, sending it to Staples sounds great, but you're probably just gonna forget and not do it and be mad about it. 'Cause you're not
Which
going
is
Mason soon
Which
or
is where
whatever.
I'm at right this
Yeah,
minute.
that's what we've been talking about. Is it worth it for us to have it and print drainage maps? We print some maps in our office. Sometimes we print plan sets. But not
If you
very
could find a
often.
great place that you could send the information out and they would just send it back so that somebody's not running to
I think
Staples or
that
running
exists,
to,
just to print or some of these online things. I think that exists, but if you get it and you're like, that's not quite what I wanted, or the colors didn't show up quite right, well, then you're reordering or you're adjusting it in the
Mhm.
PDF or the whatever program generated the PDF, and for sometimes we'll print 8-10 copies to try and get just things just right before we're happy with it.
Mhm. Well, as elections, we print, and when we have the caucuses, we print out maps for the Republican and Democratic parties, we print out, and like you said, when you print it out, it's not one time and it's perfect, you have to sometimes tweak.
And the instant gratification is a lot faster than back and forth between someone each time you wanna tweak it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, but, I mean, it does get used, but it's not so much that you think, well, it's obvious, we just need one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we're the only one that has one in 30-mile radius.
None of the other counties have one either.
Maybe they do.
Probably in the same condition ours
I'm
is.
guessing, because I haven't heard of anybody that had one. Maybe Hancock County has one there.
I would be willing to devote some of my election budget towards it, though, if
Yeah,
that's.
last I left with Brody is maybe we need to compile what each department would use it for, and then see if we can.
Yeah, if you can rationalize that or not.
Well, you don't wanna just spend $20,000 to have a machine down that gets used once a year. I mean, not without some thought, but
All
I
right.
think we need to see what our options are, definitely, but.
yeah, maybe I'll have to read.
Does it ever have an issue when you update computers or anything? Does it have a hard time getting outdated that way?
We have glitches with it all the time that Brody solves, and I don't really know what he did at the end of the process. Things get stuck in there. It's not like our normal printer that we, small stuff, you just run through stuff all the time, you click print, and it comes out just like you thought. It's not like that. And then, Sue's got a printer in the assessor's office that gets you, I think, 22 by 17s. That's good, can help you with a lot, but it doesn't get you this. If you want a wall map or a fold-out map, whatever, it's gotta be that big, really, because there's so much detail.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
figure that out.
County claims.
Did we ever vote on the transfers?
No,
I don't think we did.
Oh, we
I'll
did.
make a motion to approve the auditor's transfers.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Motion by Jensvold, second by Derby to approve the auditor's transfers. All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you. Consider for approval county claims.
I'll make a motion to approve the county claims.
I'll second it.
Motion by Derby, and second by Jensvold to approve county claims. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
And that's all we have. Stand adjourned.
Isn't that enough?
That was plenty.